started this video probably 3 times now and realized I didn't have all the gear with me to do it. Anyways, we're back in the shed. It's a gorgeous morning outside. There you go. And I want to mod a Panerai replica. Yeah. We're in a shed. This place is dirty. And I'm still going to mod this thing here because it's a shed. Somebody was nice enough to give me a shark mesh bracelet. Yes, you know who you are. Thank you very much. And this thing is, I'm able to stick a finger between my wrist and the inside of the bracelet, so I need to adjust it. And let's see, stop looking at me, look at the bracelet. That bracelet definitely here we go. Switch angles. I would not be a good movie producer, director. That bracelet definitely only adjusts one way, and that's to cut out the individual little links, each one at a time. So we're going to give that a go. You know, it's a shed. We've got tools. We're going to give it a go here now. Are you ready? Terrified. I'm actually sort of nervous about doing this. Alright, there's a replica. And there's a big old nasty set of snips. So I'm going to take I'm going to take them from this side first. There we go. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the channel True Patina. Dude does a lot of Rolex videos where he's working on Rolexes on his Instagram page. Sort of like real time. Well, this is what it would be to homage True Patina. I'm going to do this mod. Now, here we go. Let's see what happens. Yep. Oh my gosh. I've underestimated. Entirely underestimated how difficult this would be. Oh my. And I think I'm wrecking the next set of links. Oh my goodness. I'm learning a lot about this bracelet while I work on it here. I thought it would be as simple as just that. But now I've got the next set of links a little torn. Interesting, okay. Oh my goodness, what has happened? This has completely gone off the rails now. Holy crap. Alright, boys and girls. Adjusting a shark mesh bracelet. Can you see how that's mangled? So, I'm going to bring in a bigger set. And that's worse. Oh my god. That is shed. Yeah, two-handed. Nothing. Alright. Well, you know that if you ever got... Holy shit. Now, much to my own dismay, I've not checked the internet to see how to do this. This is, oh, here comes the rain. Alright, let's speed this up for you. Okay, so I resorted from trying to cut to trying to pull them through in this manner right here. Pull the wire basically. But in the process, it's fanning out the next row of links. So I'm not so sure that I still won't end up with a mangled set, but this process is working better than the try to cut process. So it opens them, pulling through, but fanning the next row. I won't say severely, but you know. So cut that ear off because it's a lot to pull through, and then push it through. There it is. But the leverage I'm putting on it, you can see, is fanning it out. I'm not sure. So I'm pulling through, which means I'm sort of pulling up, and it's in turn pressure is pulling on that next row, because I'm also leaning it forward, which is applying more pressure. So let's see where we go in a couple of minutes. Yeah, so it only went downhill from there. It just got ugly, and I knew I was going to screw up that bracelet if I didn't stop right there and try a different approach. So I ended up taking the watch strap with me to someone's workshop and getting their Dremel tool, which didn't really go great either, if I'm honest. So let's check it out. Well, that ain't gonna work. And that's where I screwed it up again. The disc, that little tiny cutting disc, was super thin, and the bracelet sort of curled as I was putting pressure onto it with the Dremel, and it I guess like nipped. So it was cutting so far, and then it nipped the cutting disc, and the cutting disc snapped, and so I had to stop again. And that's when I got really annoyed. I was tired, really sick of Dremel. But, to be fair, those Dremel tools have been living a hard life in a work site. In that workshop, they get pretty hard use. And so I don't know what happened. It was a battery-operated Dremel, and it totally stopped working. So I switched out to an electric Dremel, and at that point then I sort of forgot to roll the camera again. So I've got the bracelet sized, and so let's take a look at it. So that's pretty much a lesson in how to not size a shark mesh bracelet. Don't use wire cutter side snips. Don't use a Dremel tool. I'm really not sure how to do this correctly. But here it is on this less than real Panerai. That's how we'll call it for now. So it fits really great. I really like the look of it on a shark mesh. So this is sort of like fun step one to upgrading the look of this thing. Next, I'm going to do some work with the dial and try to remove all that lettering. And so here it is, sized for my 7.5 inch wrist. The bracelet has 3 micro adjusts, and I am all the way in, and it fits sort of snugly at this point on my wrist. And so yeah, time to get rid of the lettering next. Not to mention, I have I've taken an abrasive polish, and I won't call it a polish because it doesn't do that really. I guess it's yeah, it gives you a brushed finish. It's got a grit to it, so it's I take the, I think it's polish, and I brush. So I've taken the polished finish as best as possible away from it. I wanted to give it a more rugged look, so step one was polishing the case with the peak and a 3M cloth. Step two was giving it a sort of a shark, this new bracelet that somebody gave me, which was pretty nice of them for sure. Sizing that bracelet. Next is figuring out how to take the case back off, which I've already figured out, and it's already left some marks. I don't have a proper case back removal tool for a Panerai of this size, so I had to improvise. That'll come in another video, but I'm gonna mark off or remove the Luminor Panerai and the logo. They're going to be removed, scratched off, or covered in some sort of paint marker finish. And I was thinking about, instead of it being Luminor, I was going to take the R and replace it with a T, so it's a Luminat, and take off the Panerai and the logo and the Swiss made. I got to get the movement out. That's the next video at some point in the future. So, yes, all bracelets, all big, heavy, chunky watches, because that's what I like. Alrighty.